do not apply to the Apple credit card if that is the automatic prerequisite. And I'll talk a little bit about why that is, and why you should just not waste your time and consider many other better options 100%. I just received the physical Apple credit card in the mail, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So here it is. It comes in this little packaging here. See that? And you open it up, and then we have what looks like a mouse pad, an Apple mouse pad. Really, really sleek packaging, as always. You know how Apple does it. And there it is, voila. No numbers on the back. It's really nice. It sounds really nice. You hear that. So it's pretty legit. Really nice, beautiful design on that. As always, Apple just never fails to deliver on their designs. Probably one of the better features of the Apple physical card, and I'll get into a few reasons why. But just to make it short and simple, if you do not have an iPhone, just do not apply to the credit card. Do not apply to the Apple credit card if you do not have an iPhone. That is the automatic prerequisite. But for a select few of people, including myself, I'll explain why you might want to consider applying to the Apple credit card, and what the benefits are. So let's get right into it. All right, so let me just run through the numbers with you real quickly. So we have 2% cash back on all purchases as listed here, but you must use Apple Pay. And that's the first and main reason why I said do not apply to the credit card if you do not have an iPhone, to utilize the Apple Pay feature, because you're going to be missing out on half the cash back. If you go on Apple's website over here, you can see the 2% daily cash back when you use your iPhone or Apple Watch to pay with the Apple Card. So that already is the biggest prerequisite. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, we do get 1% cash back on all other purchases when you use your physical card. But again, you're going to want to use Apple Pay wherever you can. Now, again, most merchants these days do have the Apple Pay feature, but some merchants, as we all have encountered, do not have Apple Pay, and so you're going to be using the Apple credit card, and you're only going to get 1% cash back. So that's definitely a big downfall there. But nevertheless, they also offer 3% cash back at Nike, Walgreens, T-Mobile, Panera Bread, Exxon / Mobil for gas. So that's really good. Gas is super expensive right now, so that's something that we can take advantage of for sure. And then Uber and Uber Eats as well. No annual fees and no foreign exchange fees. So now that we got the numbers and the standard credit card features that come with the card itself, we can go ahead and talk about what it'll take to get you approved if you're considering it. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump on to the reasons why three reasons why you might actually want to apply. And I'll share a little bit why I applied to the Apple credit card as well. So first, Goldman Sachs looks at the credit score, the credit report, and income. And you can find that on this link here. Actually have that tab open, but if we go there, you can see how your Apple card application is evaluated. This is really important if you're considering applying and you're skeptical about getting approved. Definitely come here for more information because they're pretty clear. And I like that they're pretty clear because most credit card applications don't provide this kind of information. But one of the things and the trends that Apple has grounded itself on is the fact that they really want consumers to establish good credit, continue building good credit habits, and it really shows in their features in utilizing the Apple Card through Apple Pay. Because when you look at the interest that you might owe at the end of the month, Apple Pay feature will actually show you how much you need to pay every month in order to avoid paying any interest. And again, this goes back to Apple, playing the credit card game in good faith and, wanting to make sure that the consumers are, utilizing good spending habits. Because in the long run, it kind of benefits them as well, right? If their consumers know how to budget, know how to pay, their credit, have good credit scores, then in the long run, they're going to be, possibly happier and continue to buy their products as well and continue to use the Apple credit card because they're not in debt, So I think that is a good move by them and a good standard for the credit card industry. One of the other benefits that I'm going to list here, actually, so part of the 3 reasons why I would actually consider is if you have a family. So let's just jump onto the Ultimate Family Credit Card bullet point here I have. So for co-owners and participants, you are actually able to add other members to your credit card, similarly to how you would with any other credit card. And so basically what that means, you're having authorized users on your Apple credit card, but the great benefit is that the co-owners are also reaping the best benefits of, establishing good credit history and making your payments on time, keeping your balance low on the Apple credit card. Those benefits of establishing good credit card rapport will go to all users of the card. We can see here that they clearly flat out outline the differences. So co-owners are people that share equal benefits and responsibilities for the account. In other words, these people have to make sure that the accounts are paid, right? That the credit card is paid monthly. The participants are people that can be 13 and older, but they're not fully liable financially for the credit. If you are a participant, you are able to spend on the account, but are not responsible for payments. Being a participant who is reported to the credit bureaus on an account that has a negative payment history or is overutilized can have negative effects on your credit. That right there tells me that even participants that are age 13 and older are already receiving similar benefits in terms of an established credit history, credit score once they turn 18. So of course, if it's negative history, then definitely don't want to add those participants to your account if you're struggling to pay back the card itself, because that's only going to negatively impact them. But of course, if you keep your balance low and you keep positive spending habits on the Apple card, make the payments on time and all that good stuff, then definitely add those participants, add those, maybe younger siblings, add those, children that you may have that can really reap the benefits of having some type of credit history, so that by the time they're 18, they can build credit on their own much more easier and get approved for their first credit card. Now, another reason would be the Apple installment plans. I personally got the Apple credit card for this reason, and because I'm also a part of the Apple ecosystem. I have the Apple Watch, the iPad, the MacBook, iPhone. I'm constantly upgrading my devices, and so it only makes sense for me as a consumer. I wanted to go ahead and show you what it looks like to have the installment monthly plan with Apple in the event that you're considering getting the Apple credit card so you can finance maybe the new MacBook, an iPad, something maybe for your kid, whatever it may be. You can kind of take a look at my plan and you can see how the balance and the monthly installment plan works. So my card balance is zero right now, meaning I paid off, the monthly installment plan for the upcoming month. It shows you my February balance, new spending, payments and credits, installment balance. This is what I owe left on the MacBook that I'm actually using right now. I got the new MacBook the last fall. This is a 15-inch MacBook, so a little bit more on the pricier end. It was about $2,700, I think, and so now my installment balance is at about $1,666. My total credit limit that I was approved for was $6,500. The balance I incur is still, again, $1,666, and so that's my available credit, and that's the APR, the flat APR clearly outlined by Apple there. So if you go to installments here, you can actually see the installment plan. 16, I said 15-inch, but the 16-inch MacBook Pro. You can see the installment plan here. I've paid $833. My next installment is due on March 31st. Shows my total remaining, and it shows how I've done it month after month. So I've already done 4 installments in total. I'm on my 5th one, so pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now the installment plan works differently for different Apple devices. So if we go to Apple, we can search different devices we might want to finance. Let's just say we do the iPhone 13 Pro. We can go ahead and see how much it would cost us with Apple financing. Let's do 13 Pro Max from $1099, and then let's do Sierra Blue, 128 gigabytes, whatever, that's fine. And no, we're not trading in a device. We have the Apple Card monthly installment option. If you have the Apple credit card, you have this option, so that is great. For this device, $1,099 in total. If we were to finance this for 24 months using the installment plan, we'd pay $45.79 per month, which again will come up on your accounts something similar to how I have it here. Okay, and so that's how it's going to work. Similar to how you would finance a device with T-Mobile or any carrier that you might have. You get 3% cash back right away on that purchase. It's pretty awesome. All Apple devices that you may buy with your Apple card, you get 3% cash back. And it's financed at 0% APR. That's something I haven't mentioned yet. Meaning you're not going to be paying any interest as long as you make every installment plan payment on time from month to month. No interest for the 24 months. But let's say we wanted to do an iPad instead of an iPhone. The iPad, I believe, is just 6 month or 12 month financing. So let's say we did the this one, 11-inch for $799, space gray, 128, Wi-Fi only, no engraving. Wow, so many options. Oh my goodness. Let's just get to the bottom. Okay. If we were to finance this, we could finance it for, what is it, 12 months, I think I've seen somewhere here. So $66.58 for 12 months. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. The Apple Card is very simple and effective, but it's just not for everybody. Again, if you don't have an iPhone, don't even bother. If you do, consider it. But again, there are much better options. Even if you're trying to finance a MacBook maybe for your college student kid, you can still consider other credit cards, something like a Chase Freedom Unlimited. I have this one up here because you can get 0% intro for APR for 15 months on this card, meaning, hey, what if you get approved for $5,000 on this card and you want to get a new MacBook? Let's just say it's around $2,000. And you can, similarly, like you would with the Apple Card installment plan, have, 12 months plus 3 extra months to pay that balance down without paying any interest. But you would also get a $200 bonus, right, as cash back for applying for this credit card and spending more than $500 within the first 3 months. On top of getting all the other benefits. Again, this one might have better cashback rewards, which it does. And I talk about that in one of my videos. I actually made a video on the Chase Freedom Unlimited. And the Chase Freedom Flex also is another one you might want to consider. And other alternatives to the Apple Card if it's not something you want to be tied to. Other than that, it's been David. As always, peace and take care.